Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, scholars and dignitaries, welcome to another episode. Welcome to my world. So, I do not mean to disparage anyone. My intention is truly not to criticize or to tear anyone apart or to point out other people's flaws when I have so many of my own. But I did watch parts of the interview with Prince Harry, his wife Meghan Markle, and Oprah Winfrey on CBS, and I do have 3 takeaways that I'd like to share, more for personal edification in a teachable moment than for anything else. First, for Prince Harry. I was saddened, if not shocked, to see you allow and authorize this interview with Oprah. It's my feeling and the feeling of most people that we do not air our family's dirty laundry in public. Certainly, every family has its imperfections, and the royal family is no different. Every family has secrets. Every family has certain customs and traditions that, well, to be honest, can be stifling and which others simply don't understand. But we don't go on national television or anywhere and air them publicly. It just isn't done. It's sort of like a taboo. There's an unwritten law. I may have an argument with my parents. I may disagree with them. I may think that they are treating me unfairly or my siblings more favorably or whatever. And I can and certainly do confide in certain friends or other family members, both for support and guidance. But I would never air it publicly. It just isn't done. The other thing I'd like to say to the prince is that you are an Anglican. You know better as you are a protector of the faith. The 10 Commandments were given by God to all peoples, not just the Jews or Catholics. And certainly Anglicans know the commandments. And the 5th commandment, honor thy father and thy mother. In this case, it would be your father and especially your grandmother. This is one of the most basic of the commandments. And, well, to say things to some 20 million people which are disparaging and not just unfavorable but reproachable, well, I'm afraid is a violation and yes, maybe even a sin. God loves your family. And yes, I know how families can be, but again, it's for us to work it out. Honor and protect your family in every sense. For Megan, I would say yes. I certainly understand how hard it is to live with your in-laws, especially if they are from another country and have, well, different customs and traditions, mannerisms and idiosyncrasies that are foreign to us. Although I must admit that if you are living with your in-laws, it's easier living with them in a 775-room palace. I mean, I know sharing a bathroom with your in-laws is stressful, but the palace has 78 bathrooms, so you can have your own. You can even have 5 or 6. The palace also has a billiard room, a swimming pool, a spa, a chapel, 52 royal bedrooms and 118 staff bedrooms, unbelievable drawing rooms, gardens and hunting grounds, polo grounds, tennis courts, and I'm not even sure, but I saw the movie King Rolf, and I think they even have a bowling alley. So what I want to say to Megan is that you need to change. That's part of the marriage contract. When I heard you say to Oprah that you gave up your entire life for this family, I thought, well, that's really hard for others to imagine. When you are beyond rich with a full staff catering to your every whim, with luscious foods and traveling all over the world and so many more privileges, to find that you were unable to cope with a few rules, even if they were restrictions, is hard for most people to accept, especially those who live under really extreme and adverse hardships, hungry, homeless, in poverty, or those without any family at all. And then when I heard you say you could no longer use your voice, that you had been silenced, other people gasped at that revelation. And I thought, so? You're just like the rest of us. At work, we can't just blurt out anything we want. We have to use discretion, and we can't just do anything we want. And if we violate certain codes of conduct, we can all be held responsible and even disciplined. And that's why I really wonder what this is all about. If you felt slighted because you feel as if your views, your opinions, or your voice, as you call it, was not allowed as loud as the other royals, Well, that's probably right. It wasn't, but that doesn't make it wrong. In any organization, there's a hierarchy, and well, there are time tested principles and traditions guiding it. And sure, not all are right or empowering for everyone, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are dysfunctional either. I mean, all the staff have opinions, yet their voices are silenced for the good of the organization. Otherwise, you'd have disgruntled staff every day bringing up some irrelevant point or making a mountain out of a molehill. No, I'm sorry, but I agree with the firm on this one. Your voice is not the voice of the royal family, and I have no problem with them trying to amend it or guide it in a particular direction. Hey, politicians do it all the time. Lawyers do it. Employers do it. And yes, even actors and actresses are told what to say and how to say it. It's part of their job, both on the screen and off. So don't overreact. Don't take it personally. It's not all about you. And finally, for Oprah, I am most shocked at you for even allowing this interview. You're not someone who allows or wants a trash fest. Oprah, this wasn't an interview. It was closer to a Jerry Springer show. For a minute, I was wondering if you were going to even ask the prince to take a DNA test to see if the baby was his. It was voyeuristic, like watching a couple undress themselves and then undress others. Oprah, you're better than this. Please don't devolve into one of those scandalous tabloid gossip columnists. So that's all I have. Three takeaways from the royal interview. Hey, be safe, be well, and may God bless all the royals, and may God bless you too.